It was about a year ago when Andre Jones ran from his yard and came over here to knock for help. It's a year later and his family came back to this same spot to find answers. The Memphis Public Safety Institute released crime figures through the first 6 months of this year and compared them to crime this time last year. Organizations like UCAN of Memphis are finding ways to involve more youth and keep them off of the streets. Some parents may not be able to fully prepare their kids for school, so the stylists here at Maryland Salon are getting these girls right for their first day. Now you can see all of these firefighters right here behind me. These men protect our city every single day. So the Greater Amani Church community came together today to show their appreciation. You can hear them inside praising right now. So I'm going to show you how they're backing the blue. We're about 2 weeks away from that first day of school, and what better way to give back to the community than by hosting a huge community event to get kids ready for that first day. I'm here at the Liberty Bowl today with the Ashley Home Store, the Memphis football team, and the Tiger mascot. Now today, Ashley Home Store donated all of these beds that you see right behind us to some excited, deserving little kids with new beds to take to their home.
1, 2, 3.
These kids, that to see them run on the field of the Liberty Bowl is pretty special, and to start building those relationships.
Little Tigers from around the city of Memphis had the chance to try on some jerseys and be Memphis football players for the day.
It's about the experience. They got a chance to run on the field of the Liberty Bowl, play catch with Anthony Miller, Jannard Avery, some of our best players.
It's an experience that they will remember forever, an experience with a huge surprise that they had no idea about. Todd Garden from Ashley Home Store wanted to bring the Hope to Dream program to the kids of Memphis to help them experience something they wouldn't experience on their own. These kids also receive their own bed sets and pillows to go with their new beds.
But we also want them to know that they're worthy of investing in and that they're not forgotten, and that just because their current circumstance might not be great, that doesn't define who they are.
A bunch of smiling faces.
I am excited because I don't have to share my bed.
And overwhelmed Memphis Tigers.
Just seeing them benefit from things like this, so it's just a great feeling being a part of it.
We're honored to be able to come back and give back, and you see the type of role model that you can be.
These teens really need a mentor, and that's exactly what we do. So we mentor our middle and high school students on leadership. So if they are a better leader, then they can help with the crime in the city.
The city of Memphis released data that shows the 12.2 decrease in murders from the first 6 months of this year and compared it to this time last year. However, the major violent crime rate has increased by 9.9%. Dare to Dream is one of many organizations in Memphis put in place to help guide kids to success and not the streets.
They are creating things for us to do as young people, because I guess most of the crime in Memphis revolves around young people, but we need the youth to also be involved in these programs.
MPD says reducing crime is top priority, and organizers like LaShondra remain positive in the youth of Memphis. She also says,
encourage them and inspire them so when they do go to school, they can be empowered by what's going to happen in their community.
And Gibbs has a message for her peers.
Young people go online, because Memphis they have a lot of programs for young people.
We really care about our firemen. We respect them. We want them to stay here in Memphis with us. We want them to feel safe because they take care of us.
About 3 weeks ago, a fire crew of 8 were sleeping as thieves rummaged their way through their station, leaving with a laptop, a bike, keys, and wallets. Things stolen from them totaling more than $5,000. But this didn't stop the community from rushing in with an outpouring of support.
So we came together and decided we would have this little fundraiser for them.
Archie Collins had his bike stolen, and today he was gifted with a new one.
I think it's fantastic. I think just to see everybody out here is great, fantastic.
These men spend hours serving their neighbors every single day, and it was only right that their neighbors serve them. From food trucks to donations, Dalmatians, and desserts, these firemen left knowing that the community stands behind them 100%.
What happens to our fire department on Union happens to all of us.
And the good news is that Jordan Lakins and Caesar Payne were arrested in these burglaries.
I know that the children are going to be ready day one to start the school year.
head on, but also that their parents get what they need so that they can be intentionally involved in their children's lives.
The Mississippi Boulevard Christian Church partnered with other organizations and offered services to help kids and families in need on Saturday. With school being just around the corner, a lot of children in the community were able to get what they needed.
And it's just a big help.
As many families face financial burdens getting their children back to school prepared, kids were able to get help with immunizations, school supplies, dental screenings, on-site registration, and more.
And to know that the community rallied around this effort lets me know that our future is much better than our past.
The health event has grown in the past years with vendors and community leaders who want to help. That the event had to be moved to a much larger territory for a much larger turnout.
It's exciting because I believe Memphis has a bright future, and I was able to see some of it today.
Not only did these kids leave happy and ready for school, they even left with full bellies and cool backpacks. Reporting in Memphis, Crystal Howard, WMC Action News 5.